So I want to talk about wearable technologies today. That include everything from Apple Watch to Android Wear to Fitbit to Samsung Gear S2 S3 to Gear Fit. All these things are considered wearable technology. You can wear on your wrist. Is that personal? Is that convenient? But you realize that a wearable technology is still a really popular market at all. It's definitely not as popular as smartphone market, tablet market, computer, laptop, TV market. It's far, far behind. And here's one reason. It's that smartphone is considered a necessity because everyone uses it to communicate with one another. It's so important. And almost from student to middle school student to maybe primary school students to senior, everyone have a smartphone. It's so important. That's why it's getting very popular. The laptops and computer are considered not a necessity because it can do a lot more than a smartphone. The productivity gets significantly improved with a laptop and computer. You can add a Word document, you can creating stuff, editing videos, editing photos, professional editing, professional work can all happen on the computer and the laptop. That is why it's considered a necessity for almost everyone. Even for people who don't use computer for professional work, watching entertainment like YouTube or Netflix can be getting a lot better than watching it on a smartphone. That's why the computer and laptop are definitely considered a necessity. The TV is another thing that I consider a necessity because for family, a big screen means a lot. You can have a family atmosphere. Everyone sitting on the sofa and watching TV. While probably the traditional TV is kind of a different with current TV because you can now have Apple TV, you can now have Chromecast, all these new type of medias coming out. So I don't think anyone is still watching the traditional style TV which broadcasting news and have a lot of TV show. Everyone is starting to go into Apple TV, going to HBO, going to app on the TV. Right, going to Chromecast, cast all the great things, cast YouTube videos, and broadcast it to your TV. And that is why the TV are still considered a necessity because of the screen size so big that everyone, every family member, friends can watch together. That is the most important things. Something I don't consider a necessity. This one, tablet and iPad, doesn't consider a necessity. Why? Because computer is replacing these things. Computer can do a lot of things faster than these things, than an iPad. And also for a lot of Windows PC, they got touchscreen, which is combining the ideas of a tablet and a computer together and a laptop together and create two-in-one devices, hybrid devices. That is why the laptop is not considered as a necessity. Also consider our screen phone size getting bigger and bigger. This is like a 6.2-inch phone on the Galaxy S8 Plus. Just imagine how big it is. And this thing is just 9.7. The difference is starting to get not so obvious. People can watch videos and get almost a similar experience with a phone, with a large screen phone, but not with these things. So that's why this thing is not considered as a necessity. No. Same as the wearable technology. The wearable technology is not considered as a necessity. Why? Because the wearable technology, although it looks cool, it looks convenient, but first, the watch category is not even a necessity. Even the traditional watch is not a necessity for everyone. Why? Because if you want to watch time, your phone, even faster, with more accurate information, with date, with like Saturday, which day in the week, which date, which month, information is all there, so easy. You can just take your phone from your pocket and watch the time. So no one actually need a watch anymore. The watch is starting to become something that's for decoration, that is for beauty, that is for fashion. It's not something that people use it to just watch time because with phone, they can get better ideas of time. What time is it and which date is it, right? So the watch itself, the traditional watch, is even not a necessity. So all these latest, coolest, greatest technology smartwatch, well, they definitely get some improvement. For example, they can track maybe your fitness data. But imagine that the phone can also do that. Well, the phone information might not be accurate, but at least can count your step, how much step you walk every day. So it's kind of, and it's also for many phones that can track your heart rate, right? So there's no reason for me to getting a separate watch that can only do tracking your fitness goal. You can probably use it when you're practicing in the gym. That would be really useful. But for people who don't actually like sport, like practicing, maybe getting a watch is not something that they want. They don't want to spend hundreds of bucks on getting a watch. They maybe want to put these hundreds of bucks on getting a better smartphone, right? So that's why wearable technologies is not that special, that great on the fitness part. And also, all the apps on the watch, oh my god, that is the worst experience you can probably get. The apps are really slow and not responding on the watch. It's wasting time. You know, even the Apple Watch Series 2 with a dual-core processor is not fast at all. Maybe I want to request an Uber. I have to tap the Uber and wait for like 5 to 10 seconds to get the home screen jump up. And then when I have to press the button like requesting a ride, it takes another 5 to 10 or 20 seconds to request a ride for me. Then why don't I just take out my phone, which is a lot faster? I just open the app, it's a lot faster processor, much bigger screen, more information. This is a lot faster, right? So on the app part, there's no reason that a watch is faster, it's more convenient than a phone. So all the app on the wearable technology, on all the smartwatch, are not good. No matter how great you create it, it's even not good at all. Maybe something you can play with a watch is probably the weather. You can get a faster access to that. And notification is a great idea why you choose to buy a wearable technology. Maybe have a lot of notifications that you don't want to take out your smartphone, especially when you're in a crowded buses or streetcar or subways. It's hard to take out a phone from a very crowded bus, so you just raise your wrist with a glance of your notification, like you maybe have some missed calls, you maybe have some new notification from your email, from your Twitter. That could be a great way that people glance for all these notifications. That is why wearable technology is here. So in summarize to that, I think the only features that wearable technology really, only two features that wearable technology really create and really good at, it's probably track your fitness goal, track your fitness data, and glance at a notification or glance at a time. For other features, a smartphone can handle it perfectly, much better, much faster. That's why not too many people actually want to spend these extra bucks on getting a new watch that's compatible with their phones. They rather spend these money on upgrading their smartphone or getting a better smartphone, right? So that's why the smartwatch really hasn't improved a lot. Really, the market for wearable technology really does not get any popular. So that is why I think for majority of people, the smartwatch is not a necessity. It's not popular. It's good if you want to spend, if you have enough funds, if you have enough money, you want to get a wearable technologies, then go get it, because you can get a better, a more great, fantastic experience, especially if you're having maybe an iPhone with an Apple Watch or a Gear S3 with a Samsung phone. The experience will enhance a little bit, but not too much. So I'd rather stay with my phone while not spending these extra bucks on any wearables technology and smartwatch. But there's one thing I need to be very clarify. I'm totally not giving up with wearable technology market. I really want to think something that's revolutionary, that is great coming from the smartwatches market. I really want to see. So I'm really curious to see how Apple, how Samsung, how Google, these companies would do with watch. How to maximize the performance, the experience on such a personal devices. I am really curious to see. I'm not giving up with the smartwatch market. I'm not giving up with the smart wearable technologies, because I believe it's gonna be great in the future. It's gonna be great. So trust me. But don't buy it right now. Maybe stay tuned for the next few years. I believe there will be something magical. It's gonna happen on the wearable technology market. So that's kind of the end for this videos. Don't buy it right now, because I think it's not that great right now. The whole market for wearable technology is not that great. But stay tuned. But don't give up. there will be some very significant improvement coming up very soon in the next few years. So that's a summary for this video. Have a great day, everyone, and have a great weekend, and see you guys tomorrow. Bye.